Title of the first section is Determine. If a point lies on the graph. In this section, we'll take a point and see if it lies on the graph or is a solution to an equation. First problem and first point is -3, 4, and the equation y equals -2x plus 1. Using this point, we can determine if this point lies on the graph or is a solution for the equation. To solve this, we'll take the point and plug it in for x and y and see if the equation is true. If you remember, all points are always x, y. So we'll take the -3, plug that in for x, and also take the 4 and plug that in for y. So instead of y, we'll put a 4 equals -2 times x, but instead of x, we'll put -3 and plus 1. Solving the equation, 4 equals -2 times a -3 would be 6 and plus 1. 4 equals 6 plus 1 would be 7. 4 does not equal 7. So the question is if this point lies on the line, and the answer would be no, because 4 does not equal 7. Second question and last question for the section. We'll have 2, 5 as a point, and y equals 3x minus 1 as the equation. Solving again, we'll have the point, which is x, y, so we can replace x with the number 2 and y with the number 5. So we'll have 5 equals 3 times x, or 3 times 2, minus 1. Keep in mind to always follow PEMDAS. We'll multiply first before we subtract. So 5 equals 3 times 2 would be 6, minus 1. 5 equals 6 minus 1 is 5. So we have 5 equals 5, which is true. When plugging a point in, if you have 2 equal numbers, the question is if this point lies on the line, and the answer would be yes. Title of the last section today is Graph and Equation using slope and Y-intercept. In this section, we'll graph an equation on an xy axis using the slope and y-intercept. First equation, y equals 2x plus 4. From this equation, since it's in y equals mx plus b form, we can find out what m equals and find out what b equals. M equals the number in front of x, which is 2. And we can also make this a fraction, 2 over 1. And b equals the last number, which is 4. Once you have the slope m and b the y-intercept, we can graph the equation on an xy axis. Our biggest number is 4, but we'll be going 2 spots, so we'll put 6 in each direction. When graphing, we'll start with the b or the y-intercept. B equals 4 or the y-intercept equals 4. So on the y-axis, which is the vertical axis, we'll start at positive 4, which would be 4 spots up. From this point, the slope is 2 over 1. If you remember, slope is rise over run, so we'll go 2 spots up and 1 spot to the right. 2 spots up and 1 spot to the right. We'll have a second point. And when we have 2 points, we can connect them to get the line for the graph. Second question and second equation. Last equation for the section. Y equals negative 3 over 2x minus 1. Graphing again, we can find the slope, which is m, and b, which is the y-intercept. M equals the number in front of x, which is negative 3 over 2, and b's last number, which is negative 1. Once we have the slope and y-intercept, then we can graph. We'll be starting at negative 1 and be going down 3 spots, so we can go 4 spots in each direction. Always start with the b or the y-intercept is negative 1, crosses the y-axis at negative 1. And the slope is negative 3 over 2, so we'll go down 3 spots and 2 spots to the right. 3 spots down and 2 spots to the right. We'll have the second point. And again, when you have 2 points, we can connect them to make the line for the equation.